What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we are officially reviewing 1992, which released on August 30th. I finally had an opportunity to go to a Regal that was showing it, as my local theater was not. However, before we get in the video, make sure to hit the subscribe button, make sure to follow me on all the social media pages, and without further ado, let's get into it. You have some big names in this film. You have Scott Eastwood, Tyrese, Ray Liotta. Before this was his last film, I believe, before his unexpected death. All centered in LA during 1992. In 1992, one of the verdicts that shocked the world was the Rodney King verdict of when Rodney King was brutally beaten by LA cops. During this trial, the cops were found not guilty, and with that not guilty verdict, it shook up the whole city. Violence started taking place, retaliation started taking place, and in this film, you see an attack on the city. And that's what took place. That's the LA race or the LA riots. Now, during this time, this is where this movie gets the operation and the detail of a heist style movie. There is a place where people are taking catalytic converters, melting them down. Obviously, there's a lot of value there. And you see Tyrese's character want to go and steal, want to make the heist, get the money, make sure he is well off. However, you have a situation where he is trying to rekindle relationships with his son, but his son is also ultimately involved. During this time, his son is in the event and gets captured, and so then more chaos ensues. Now, going into this film, I did not watch any of the trailers. In some movies, I prefer not to, especially when they're only shown for a limited time. Because movies like this, like I said, my local Regal did not have this film. So I actually had to go to a theater about 30 minutes away to go see it. Now, let's look at a review and a critique of the movie. The setting makes sense. The setting is accurate. The setting, you really get to see what it was like in the 90s in LA. You get to see what the events that were taking place were. So I think that's fine. As far as the heist part of it, it was okay. There was a lot of action, all credit to it. But it just seems that movies like this, where it's talking about a heist, are starting to take on the same kind of role. A family member is kidnapped or a family member is put in danger. You got to go save them on the decision that you made. Now, in the film, like I said, you have Tyrese's character saying he doesn't want his son to follow his footsteps, but his son is still in danger in this. Now, there is a lot of action in it, from action scenes such as shootings, trying to stop yourself from being attacked, but it's also just one of those movies where it's a common thing. Now, I also left the theater thinking about, was it worth the 30-minute drive to the theater to go see it? Like I said, this was a completely different Regal than I normally go to. My local Regal is only like 5 to 6 minutes away. And I'm still kind of 50-50 on whether I thought it was worth it. Overall, it is a decent movie. But in many ways, it's kind of becoming like a horror movie category where it's the same type of story. The only difference is the beginning of the setting and the storyline that leads us into it. Overall rating for this movie, 1992, is a 2.4 out of 5. I thought it was good at points. I thought it was average at points. But it's just something that it was not necessarily worth the 30-minute drive to go see it. So, 1992, if you like the actors Scott Eastwood, Tyrese, you want to go see it, go ahead. But like I said, I would not be rushing out to go see it. So 1992 in select theaters now. 2.4 out of 5 is my review. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. Make sure to follow me on all the social medias, and I will talk to you later.